Hello everybody, Average Gamer here. Welcome to another episode of Hearts of Iron 4 Black Ice campaign. So we're playing the Black Ice mod here for Hearts of Iron 4. We got our units kind of set up in the last episode and got kind of things going. Got our research going, our 4-year plan and everything. We haven't really unpaused the game yet. A couple things I wanted to do real quick is I wanted to deploy our forces around here a little bit. We're going to order right now our lowest ranking generals are basically just going to be on, I guess the best way to explain it would be kind of like a frontier patrol, I guess. We're going to say half of these divisions. We're going to go with list. You're going to go on that border. No, come on. You 3. Under Kleist. We're going to go on the Belgian border. No, we got one division here, which is almost perfect. You're going to go on the Belgian border under General Delugi. Okay. These 6 divisions under Prince un Wallach un Primand. Mr. Longname. You're going to go on the French border for now. You 2 divisions. Under the 7th Army under Fagelen. You're going on the Swiss border. You 3 plus this mechanized are going to be positioned under the 8th Army under Heismir. They're going to be on the Austrian border. This motorized and 3 infantry divisions are going to be on the Czech border under the 9th Army under Walter van Brauchisch. They're going to be stationed there. These 4 well, actually, hold on, let's not, yeah, okay, well, those 4 divisions under Phelps are going to be along the Ostprussian/Polish border. These 2 are going to be on the Ostprussian-Lithuania. I think it's Lithuania? Lithuania, right? It's Lithuania, right? Yeah, Lithuania. They'll be on the Lithuanian border. On the bright side, we'll probably get Memel, which will help kind of solidify that a little bit better. The remaining divisions, these 3 light tank and those 7 divisions are all going to be under Richthofen, Friar von Richthofen to be exact. And you're all going to be positioned on the Polish border. Okay, so we're going to deploy these units here real quick and let them deploy. That's perfect. Okay. Now, all of these guys are going to be deployed to our well, basically our boot camp, who's going to be training. And what we're going to do is every turn, or every time a unit gets deployed, we're then going to order said divisions to kind of spread out a little bit and go to better locations. Okay. One thing I have learned about what's this? U-boat yard level 1 reach. You now have one U-boat yard. This building reduces the build cost of submarines. Capture or build more U-boat yards to reduce costs further. Okay. Wehrmacht. Oh, okay. So they're basically just like little buffs that you get. You, what's wrong with you? Unable to carry out orders. Oh, what? Where are you supposed to be going? I think you're supposed to be going here, aren't you? Oh, you can't go there because So, there's a bit of a bug. These 2 provinces, right now, are parts of the Sudetenland. As you can see it there, it says demilitarized zone, troops may not enter. Though it's not showing in the game itself that there's actually stuff there. So we gotta pay a little attention to that. I think we're building some civilian factories and military factories. Those will take a while to build. In the meantime, we're going to up the speed a little bit here. Let these units deploy to the borders. You, in the long term, will be able to go to the Belgian border or the Luxembourg border sometime in the future. Oh, naval. I wanted to check our navy. Okay, our navy's good. Okay. In time, we'll get everything going. One thing I will admit that I love is the sheer amount of stuff you have to build for your units. I like it. I really like it actually quite a bit. So we need oil and rubber and tungsten. Tungsten I'm going to try and get from Sweden. Oil. Try and get one more from you. And we're just going to try and get one from Mexico. So we still need 4 tungsten. And oil, I'm going to make 1 trade with Colombia. And just get 1 from them. Rubber. Up that. Actually, let's up it 1 more. We're going to make Siam a primary trading partner. And we have surplus, which is good. Okay. As we build up our political power, we're going to throw in some better guys over there. And U-boat level 2. Okay. Aircraft factory 2. Right, so it looks like as we produce more, it gives us a bit, I guess, like a better efficiencies. Uniform factory -2 attrition. Our small arms factory gives us all these build cost reductions. Truck factory, a whole bunch of build cost reduction. Artillery reductions. Tank build reductions. Armor reliability of +5. Okay. Build cost reductions. So I'm assuming that we get these randomly, or they just slowly build up over time. Probably to help, like, with the, saying that we're kind of getting better at it, I guess. I don't know. Up the speed a little bit here. So many days. We're going to go from the Goering 4-year plan. We're going to immediately go to the Rhineland. We're going to militarize it. That way we can get our troops along the borders down here. I have done a personal playthrough to kind of get used to things and see how it feels. And, long story short, I've had China, actually. Everything went down to level 1. Okay. Order Ostwaldgaffe level 1. During World War II, the German infantry divisions were mostly mobilized in Wellen waves, as they were required by the changing fortunes of war. Well was the German designation for groups of infantry divisions raised at approximately the same time, but with approximately the same type of organization equipment, and that shared a similar type of personnel and level of training from 1939 to 1945. There were at least 35 Wallen formed in the various Walkenries military districts under the supervision of the Okay. Cool. Right. So I've noticed that China goes a little crazy. So I had China go to war with Tibet, and then the British Raj, which then brought in the Allies, and China was actually fighting the Allies. So I actually ended up sending troops to China to help fight the Allies. It was significant, we'll say. Significant is the word I'm going to go with. How is our supplies here? So artillery we're short. Actually, if I bring up this, it'll show us a little bit better. So we're short packs. short artillery transports. We're short artillery in general. Is there a way to turn this off? Dance and show. They're entertaining foreign guests to show off German culture. We play, for fuck's sakes, of dancing girls. Something, don't know. Goering for your plan. Yeah, we want Goering to take over. German womanhood will be on display. Entertain the world. Yeah, we're short support equipment by half of what we need. We're about 30,000 short of utility vehicles. We're about 1,000 short of transport vehicles. We're at 3,000 short of uniforms. We have a lot of equipment to build up here. So we're still going to militarize the Rhineland, though, and get a little aggressive. We're also... Oh, that actually ended up being perfect. We have another guy right here, Captain of Industry. Our production now is going to be, like, retardedly fast. Civilian factories are going to be getting built at, what, 15% efficiency now? It really doesn't say. Oh, here it is right here. With Goering, it's a 5%. With Yalharm, it's a plus 10%. And then limited exports plus additional 5%. So I'm assuming that's a 20% increase in the construction speed of our factories, which is good. Military factories, still pretty good. Siam is not giving us some rubber. That's going to get annoying. Closing ceremony for the Olympics in 1936. Okay, so I'm going to cut you back by 1. And I'm going to take 1 from... No. 1 at least 8. So we'll take 1 from Australia, sorry. Oh, it just asked me if I wanted to do something. I think it asked me about bringing up and building some, or deploying some units. Because we now have 2 extra divisions here. Another one here. We have 3 divisions that weren't in existence a minute ago. We have 4 divisions that were not in existence a minute ago. Yeah. Okay, so it just the game just gave us 4 divisions. Alright. Well, you are gonna go there. You can go. We'll put you on that border, and you can go there. We have some scientific-y stuff that was done. This is way ahead of time. We have some submarine stuff we're going to work on. Aircraft, we are behind in aircraft tech. It's 36, and it's 36 now. So we definitely want to get our aircraft up to snuff. I also want to bring in Martin Bormann. He's a silent workhorse. He gives us a buff to our political earnings, political power earnings. We now earn 3 a day, so we're going to get up there soon. And once we can militarize the Rhineland, our units down here are going to go to position. And China is already starting its thing here. China has declared war on Shanix. Oh, which is right there. Is that up? Okay, that's not controlled by... I thought that was controlled by Japan. And we have remilitarized the Rhineland. So our divisions have already moved in, which is perfect. We're also going to... you know what? Let's take this and get ourselves some extra stuff. We're going to up our readiness to service by requirement. Basically, we're going to increase our amount of troops once we get to 300. Because I want more than 5 million troops, so we can't change that unless we're at war. This is annoying because it just basically goes between level 2 and level 1 the entire time. Is what I've seen so far. Oh. We got some research done. We got our battleship there is done. We're going to research aircraft carriers. Aircraft, we're going to... It actually goes to the Stuka, so that's okay. You... Heikels actually wouldn't be too bad. Let's get some Heikel 111s going. We're still 50 away, so we're going to wait until we can max that out. So once again, once we get to 300, we're then... Oh! Spanish Civil War started and kicked off. The death of General Weaver. Trying to check the aircraft, General Walter Weaver, Chief of Staff of the Luftwaffe, crashed earlier today, killing both Weaver and his engineer. One of the few general proponents of strategic bombers. Weaver has been discussing plans for a long-range bomber with several aircraft manufacturers as part of his Eurobomber program. His death will have a profound effect on bomber development in Germany. So, if you don't know, history-wise, so Walter Weaver, his whole theory was strategic bombing before the Americans thought of it, before the British even thought of it. He wanted to have an air force, a bomber force, that could originate in Germany or forward air bases and actually be able to project the bomber capacity beyond the Urals, or at least to the Urals, hence the Euro bomber. Because he was worried that the Soviets, if they went to war with if the Germans went to war with the Soviets, that they would move their entire infrastructure beyond the Ural Mountains, beyond the capabilities of the German Air Force. Goering was more of a, well, we don't have to worry about that because we're going to be advancing so fast that we need to support our armor. We need to support our troops. And, you know, we need to be that second part of the armor of the three thrusts, right? If speed, mobility, and firepower of the Blitzkrieg. So he was more of all about the mobility and the supporting of the Blitzkrieg. This became, in my eyes and a lot of people's eyes, the distinct change in philosophy in Germany, which caused them in the end to be susceptible to the strategic bombers in the first place, because they didn't think of them as something viable and therefore thought nothing of them. And in the end, saw them as something that was not to be worried about. And they ended up getting completely pummeled to death by said strategic bombing. So, kind of one of those little ironies in life when you think about it. But speaking of which, now that Walter Weaver's dead, it's the end of this episode, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.